Hi, everybody. I'm Sheila. She's Kimberly, and we are Forever Fangirls. And we are sitting in another parking lot at AMC Theaters.
Because if crying at Wicked and Wicked for Good weren't enough, my wife and I decided to add Brendan Fraser's new film, Rental Family, to the mix of bawling our eyes out.
I like Brendan. Plus, he gives really good hugs.
He does. But I still don't want to bawl my eyes out. They still burn.
I know. But at least we have tissues this time.
I packed them. You almost forgot them.
I know. But, in any case, let's see how Rental Family is, and we'll see you on the other side. Hello, and we are back.
Yes,
after seeing Rental Family.
Mm-hmm.
My wife said that she forgot the tissues in the car.
I thought I did. I just found them in my backpack.
Oh, Lord. Anyway, I could have used them.
She used the napkins again.
I could have used them. But anyway, so what did we think about the movie?
What do we think about Rental Family? Performances were good.
Loved Brendan Fraser.
You know, Brendan Fraser to me is like that actor you just want to hug all the time. Like, he's the everyman. You just feel connected to anything he does, whether it be Mummy or George of the Jungle or Rental Family or even The Whale. There's just this connectivity with him. So I just love what he does. So I very much enjoyed his performance, and I loved all of the supporting cast of characters. I think they all did very, very well for what they were given.
Yeah. Just the emotion that he shows, just with a look. He doesn't even have to say anything. It was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm crying.
Yeah, you were. You were shaking crying in your chair.
Yes, because it was sad.
Well,
it was sad.
It's sad, but also uplifting. And I think the reason behind that is it's about loneliness. You know, you can be in a city, you could be at a party, you could be in a massive environment with like millions of people and still feel utterly alone. And I think that's one of the things that this movie really focuses on and really showcases in a way that I don't want to say it's kind of in your face, but it's real.
Yeah. Just the juxtaposition of Japanese people, like most Asians, are shorter, and then you see this very tall, 6'whatever American, and it was just every time that he ducked in, I was like, oh, look, it's kind of like my wife whenever she needs to duck.
I did kind of notice that, and I thought it exemplified the idea that this is somebody who stands out in a crowd.
Yeah.
And still feels lonely.
Yeah.
And empty and unfulfilled and looking out his slider door, the glass slider door, looking at other people across from him and seeing their happiness and almost longing for it.
Yeah.
So I think that juxtaposition of being larger than life and still feeling empty.
Yeah, until you find your people. It's a wonderful story of found family. Again, you know, that theme is
we seem to gravitate towards that.
We do, because it's about acceptance and belonging. It's, at least for me, always resonates.
Yeah. But no good deed goes unpunished. Can I say that?
No, we're not talking about Wicked.
It's long. The film is very, very... And it feels long. I think that's the problem. It feels long.
Yes. And I think that the reason for that is because you do have to... You have to develop relationships, right? It doesn't happen overnight. That needs time to cure. So it
takes time to marinate these relationships?
Yes.
Maybe? But I felt it.
Yeah.
You know, so because I'm sitting there feeling that I'm sitting there, it just... I was like, okay.
Let's get to the point.
What's the point? And that could just be me, because I do have ADHD. So that could be me. But it felt like I was sitting there waiting for the next bit of information to be shown to me or told to me. And it was a little slow in that regard. But then you would have scenes with Brendan and one of the characters he was working with, and you would be like, there it is. Yeah. That's the stream that pulls you back in.
Yeah.
So it was a weird yo-yo for me.
Well, that's how life is, right?
So we have one final spoilery question for you, and maybe I'm overthinking it, and you'll have to tell me if I am.
Okay.
So during the film, Mia's mother hires Philip, played by Brendan, to play the character Kevin, who is portraying Mia's father. Did you follow that?
Anyway.
So they go into a meeting. He helps Mia get accepted into the school, playing her father. So she gets accepted, and now he's back in her life, and introduces himself as Philip, not Kevin, and they're going to be like all friends and whatnot. But what happens when the school gets wind that Kevin isn't really Kevin, Kevin is Philip, and Philip isn't even her father? Did she get kicked out?
I don't think that was the point, baby. And it's called suspension of disbelief.
Well, I didn't say it was the point. I'm just questioning what would happen.
Anyway.
I'm overthinking?
Yes, you are.
So anyway, I really do think the film is entertaining and is definitely worth a watch. I love Brendan Fraser, and I think it's a solid 3 stars. So if you are going to see Rental Family, let us know in the comments below. And if you have seen it, we would love to hear what you think.
I thought it was a 3.5.
We don't agree on the rating either?
Mm-mm.
Oh boy.
Yes. Until next time, stay safe, be kind, and remember, you don't need a rental family. You just need to be yourself, and your family will find you.